I'm going to review a couple of, try that. This is a review for the Ryobi 1 Plus drill and impact driver that comes in a set. I've got these tools for Christmas. I'm very fond of them. They've worked really well. I haven't had any problems, but let me tell you a thing or two about them. So what I have here, this box came in, is a Ryobi 1 Plus 18 volt. Has the 18 volt lithium ion battery. It's a drill and an impact driver together. It also comes with a case and a charger. It's a nice little kit. I got it as a Christmas present. I had made mention how I wanted an impact driver because I work on a lot of small engines, and it would just make the process faster and easier to have an impact driver that I could break the bolts loose and pull them out. So this is what comes in it. It's a nice little green case, kind of hard to lose. Zip it open and you get both the impact driver and the drill. Now, this isn't an unboxing. I've been using these for a while, but I do keep them in the bag along with the charger. I keep them in the bag with the charger. I still have the instructions in here, which I really should file away. One for the drill, one for the impact driver, one for the battery. We have English and other languages. I'm not even sure what that is. I should file that away somewhere else. But this comes, the drill comes with this two-sided bit. It's pretty standard. And this comes with a, what is it, 3/4 chuck? Yeah, now's not the time, kitty. The medium in-between size. I've also got an old pill bottle because I also received a set with the other 3 sizes in it. And these are more of that black metal, usually more for impact. Don't know that it makes a difference in this case, but it's nice to have the 3 sizes. It's also nice to have 2 of the middle size for the impact driver. So here's the inside of the bag. You can see in there has this separated spot for the drill. This little spot separated down there. That's where I keep the charger. I also have that in there. But it's nice to have a case to keep it all in. The drill, it's a good drill. I've used it quite a few times since getting it. Haven't had any problems out of it. Has a little magnetic area for you to put stuff. You can't say that I use that a lot because, well, if you bump it when you set it down, you can knock the parts off. Of course, you have the keyless chuck. This is easier to put in your bits. A little adjustment here for how hard you want it to drill, in case you don't want to strip out a screw, or you have 2 speeds, slower, faster. You got your level, which is pretty standard nowadays. Forward and reverse buttons. Variable speed trigger. The more you pull it, the faster it goes. Pretty standard. It's a nice drill. It's actually my second Ryobi. I've had this one for several years. It's a little bit bigger. It's the older battery. These batteries are not as good. This is a smaller, much more lightweight battery. holds the charge really well. Charges really quickly. These old batteries, I have had a lot of problems with these batteries losing their charge when they sit around, and with me that happens because I'm not working with it every day. I work with this stuff off and on. It'll sit around for 2 or 3 months when I don't have a project to work on, and when I go to use it, the battery's dead. I have to charge it. But it works the same. Adjustments, the 2-speed, the keyless chuck, forward and reverse. It's pretty much the same drill, just a new design, new colors, better battery. Only thing this one has that the green one, the One Plus, doesn't, is this removable lever. It can also hold 2 different bits. But to be honest with you, if I'm going to have a job where I'm using 2 different bits, I would rather have 2 drills with a bit in each one so that I don't have to keep switching them out with the chuck. Use one, grab and use the other. So I've got that. And this one has the bit piece here, which this one doesn't. If that piece fell out and I lost it, I wouldn't cry. You know, I guess it's neat. They get knocked loose, they do disappear after a while. I don't use it a whole lot. I don't use the magnet a whole lot. Just like I said, stuff can knock loose. I don't trust it. But this one's never given me any trouble. It's always been good. Just the issue with the batteries dying after time. This one has not seemed to do that. I have used it more. It's only been a couple of months since Christmas, so I don't know how it's going to react if it sits for a while. I would imagine it wouldn't be as big an issue, but only time will tell. That's the drill. Impact driver. Impact driver, similar little space down here, the magnetic piece, forward and reverse, variable speed. Doesn't have the selection like the other, really not needed. This doesn't have a chuck. You have a little collar here, you push it, pull it out. You have to use the bits with the little whatever there. You just push in, flip it forward and snap. I love this thing. It's a little dirty, you can probably tell. I actually cleaned it up a lot last night. This, you know, the drill gets used for woodwork a lot. That's mostly drilling holes, driving in screws. That's 90% of what I do with it. The occasional drilling out metal. But this right here is for nuts and bolts. I've used it a lot on since I've had it on lawnmowers, pressure washers. The first thing I used it for was helping the neighbor replace the struts, all 4 struts on a car. And it come in handy knocking loose some of the bolts. It also came in very handy using the compressor springs rather than sitting there wrenching it. You know, this thing had enough stuff to tighten it down pretty quick, saves us a lot of time and trouble. It does knock a lot of stuff loose. It is really nice. It has a limit to its power. There have been a couple of times where it just would knock stuff loose. Namely, one yesterday, a day before, I was trying to get the lawnmower blade off of a lawnmower and it just wouldn't knock that center bolt loose. I have another corded impact driver that would have, but that's okay. That's alright, because it does what I wanted it for, and that's to remove the small nuts and bolts. So I don't have to keep getting different wrenches and twist, or knocks them out fast. Saves a step or 2. I've really enjoyed this thing. Same deal with the battery. It's a good battery. It lasts a while. Charges really quickly. Comes with this charger. Pretty simple. Just a couple of lights. That says it's on. You plug it in. This I just got through charging, so it's a solid green light. If it was needing charge, it would blink as it charged. So I just got through recharging it. Now, this older system, the charger, I don't know, different shape, a lot lighter weight. This thing's kind of heavy and clunky, and the way the battery plugs into it is kind of odd. Hangs off the side. This one makes a little more sense. It doesn't hang off as much. It's more streamlined almost. So I like that better. This charger will charge the older batteries. And in the meantime, these will fit in the older drill. So it's nice to keep that same system. Overall, I'm happy with it. Very pleased to have the driver. I'm going to let that charge because that needs charging. But I've been fond of my Ryobi tools. They've done me well. My brother loves them. He's turned me on to them. I haven't had any problem with anything of theirs I've had. And one more thing about the batteries. This is already charged. I've been working on it for a while, but this newer battery charger and newer batteries recharge pretty quickly. I used the drill earlier when the batteries was too low. The drill kept cutting out. I brought it in and charged it. 20 minutes later it was done. So that's really impressive. This sucker and this old battery can take forever, or so it seems. This is a lot quicker now. I'm not exactly sure if it will charge this battery as quick or quicker than this. I haven't really tested that out. I charged this on that for a while, stopped to do the video, and then finished charging on this, so that kind of messed that up. But I'll have to look into that in the future. But as expensive as these batteries are compared to these, you get so much more for not much difference in price. I don't believe. I mean, these are like $40 or $50 or older. Why bother? Spend a little bit more and get this guy. It's well worth it. Even if you have an older drill, it's well worth it, I would say. That's another little tidbit there. It's a much better, like I said, this is much lighter weight than this. Good gracious, that sucker's heavy. But it charges the newer batteries a lot faster too, and it will charge the older batteries probably faster. I don't know if it's going to be as fast. And also on the back side of this, I just noticed it actually has a couple of holes where you can actually mount this on the wall. I did not notice that until doing this video, and that's really neat. I might have to find me a location to hang this up so that I won't have to continue to set it out on the counter. The old one does not do that, and quite frankly, as heavy as it is, I wouldn't trust to hang it on any drywall. But there you go. Hope you found this video useful. If you like it, please tell me so. Click on like below, and thank you for watching.